It is good to see you, my friend. You're looking well.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing
good seeing you.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon for my time, too. So every time you've been here, you've given us an update from the front line, just when I think the world couldn't change any more between these events. Last time we were talking about liability issues and legal issues, and exposure issues for people coming in and maybe getting sick at a dealership. And the NADA was out there on the front lines working on that legislation. The whole world changed again, and there's a whole other array of things going on. So I don't know what you're going to update us with, but please give us an update from the front lines as far as you see it.
Hey, thanks, Paul. First of all, thank you for helping out all the dealers across the country, communicating with them. I'm going to talk kind of fast today because there's a lot of things that need to be covered real quick. We have to realize that, when I talked in Las Vegas about corruption, obstruction, and disruption, I'm sorry I mentioned the disruption. I didn't think it would be twice of disruption, both the COVID and now these protests, as well as the economy, the shutdown, the manufacturing, et cetera, et cetera. But us dealers, we're still standing. We're out there standing tall.
That's right.
Dealers, even in the hot spots, are figuring a way to get around this thing and work our way through it. Thank God we're not in the leisure business or the travel industry or the rental car business. Count your blessings. We're pretty happy to be where we're at. The COVID thing with the protests and things is just a tip of the iceberg. When you consider the fact that all the PPP legislation and the expansion that we had for the provisions to make sure every dealer had this type of protection. Mm-hmm. $69 billion in payroll, what dealers put out every year in the United States. $69 billion in payroll. 1.1 million employees. That's a huge number. Now we're working on tort liability, not only for automobile dealerships, but also for every small business across the country to cut down on the exposure we may see from this COVID phenomenon. We're still working with the MLA, the Department of Defense, so we're able to have gap waiver. We're going to try to get that enacted as soon as possible. We had the DOD rescind their opinion before. We can't wait any time now to be able to have them so our dealers can sell that gap waiver to our customers. We're trying to suspend the 12% FET tax on heavy-duty trucks. We're trying to have the safeguard rule when it comes to data management and data technology as far as our minimum requirements for all those things. So the NADA is not just sitting on us, sitting in neutral. There are a multitude of different projects we're still in the mix with that we work on every day, all of the dealers' best interests. We even got the right to repair with a big data grab by all these repair shops. They all want to take our data to be able to take that and steal our customers to boot. We still got those overbroad recall bills of Blumenthal's pushing through the House, trying to make it so that they can ground all these vehicles. Don't worry, these things pop up in legislation. But I can assure every dealer, the NADA, we have our eyes and our nose on this thing. We know exactly what's going on. No one's going to pull the wool over our eyes. As a dealer like you all out there in dealer land, they're not going to pull that wool over my eyes, your eyes, or the NADA staff we have. They're a pretty smart group. We got the USMCA done so we can have this production for our manufacturers so we can actually know when to build these cars and get the part availability for it. And one of the biggest things that came out of this whole phenomenon right now, this whole chaos, is our manufacturers are beginning to re-understand and relearn how important the dealers are and the magic we perform for our customers on the line, both in our inventorying and our servicing and keeping our customers running down the road. We are magical for our OEMs, and they are understanding and relearning this right now. I had someone on Reuters, is that it? Reuters contacted me the other day, asked me about electric cars, mobility, autonomous. And I told him, I said, electric cars, I said, Tesla is like the only girl that was at the 8th grade dance. Everybody wanted to dance with her and there's no one else there. The rude awakening is that there's going to be a lot of these electrified vehicles by all the manufacturers coming out very quickly. And the dealers are going to respond, I'm sure, very positively, and also be able to inventory these vehicles and deliver them to the customers if that's what they want. And in the mobility thing, the rental cars, you saw what's happened to Hertz. For sure. You can see what's happened to Uber and the rest. It's coming right to us dealers. Personal ownership of an automobile is going to come forefront in the very, very near future. And the autonomous vehicles, we still have the preemption of state laws. We're going to make sure we keep those franchise laws in our states to protect our dealerships. So all those things together, we're still busy at the NADA addressing all these issues every day. We have the actually we started a virtual academy for our NADA students where they can actually do it from home. It started June 1st. We did all those things. It's working great. Students seem to like it. We can't wait to get back in the classroom.
I know.
But in the meantime, with this COVID, we're keeping the academy going and keep churning out these smart individuals to run our stores for us. Don't forget, last but not least, this NADA show is coming up in January 21st to the 24th. Now, my dad says when you're up to your ass in alligators, start swimming and get out of the water. And the same thing applies right now. You know, we got to get dealers. You need to go to that NADA show. You need to go to the workshops. You need to be able to entertain the manufacturers. They need to see the unity of the automobile dealers in the United States right now. They need to feel as though you're going to be part. Every voice needs to be heard during these times. So the NADA show in January, we have all the precautions for safety and everything else. They've been going over 100 times. It'll be a very safe place to go to and travel. Actually, a great place to get some good food too.
Yeah, no kidding.
The fact is that NADA show is going to be, it's going to be the best show we've ever had. It's going to be the most important show we've ever had for dealers to adapt to this new business environment we're in now.
You know, I think the NADA show was probably the last event that really went on in automotive. You know, we usually have a number of other events throughout the year, and I'm pretty sure just about every one has been canceled. So the NADA show, it seems like it was a lifetime ago, only a number of months ago. So I think like all of us are looking forward to just seeing each other again, not on a Zoom call or not on a screen. So I didn't even put that in perspective. It's in January this year. It was late this year. Like, I know I'm excited and like I'm going.
Well, yeah, because think about it, with all the new states adopting some of these new state e-titling, manufacturers coming out with their own, even some of these vendors coming out with contracts that you can do completely online.
Yep.
That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yep.
Pickup and delivery of vehicles and servicing, manufacturers understanding how important it is for dealers to be able to stay in contact with their customers and to manage their own data. All these things come to get fruition at the NADA show. But most of all, you got your OEMs out there, and they're sitting there listening for us for these make meetings. We got to attend. You need to be at these make meetings. It's your franchise. It's your future. It's your business future. And don't think you're going to stay at home and think that someone else is going to do it for you.
That's right.
My dad always said, if you think someone's going to walk through the door and make you successful, you're going to be waiting a long time. You got to go out and get it.
Man, it sounds like I really like your dad. It's the second time you've quoted him.
I love my dad. I miss him.
We just have 90 seconds left. You hear stories, tough challenges, and successes from all over the country. Is there a great story coming out of a dealership somewhere that you can think of at the top of mind that you can share with us?
Wow. I mean, we get a lot of them, especially through the foundation and other things dealers are doing. It's just amazing the different, and you know, you sometimes think it's a little thing, but it's actually a real big thing, like setting up food programs in their showrooms, providing loaner cars for first responders, special discounts for first responders. I feel my heart goes out to those dealers during these riots and all that problem they had with the looting and the violence and all those things. You know, I'm all for protesting. I'm all for all that stuff. When it comes to damaging businesses and hurting people and hurting their jobs, I'm not a supporter of that. So my heart goes out for those dealers that were affected by that. And I can assure you the NADA, every dealer in the country feels for you.
Rhett, I already feel better spending a few minutes with you today. I know the dealers and industry partners feel better knowing that you're on the front line every day. I wouldn't rather have anyone else up on the horse. So just thanks for giving us some of your time. I know you're running all over, and I hope that your time spent with us will magnify your message and your encouragement throughout the industry. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Paul. I'll never miss one of your shows. I think everything you do is excellent. And the lineup you had of people on this show today, if I were everybody out there, I'd listen to a lot. There's a lot of smart people out there, and you can pick something up from them. You have a great group of speakers here today, so congratulations. And with that, the NADA staff and Tyson's and every ATAE representing you and your state across the United States of America is burning the midnight oil. We're going to make sure we got your backs 100% of the time. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Rhett. Talk to you soon.